continue our coverage in the run-up to this year's general election. In the studio, leaving his role as Isle of Man Bank Managing Director on the 22nd of this month, is Bill Shimmins. Good morning to you.
Good morning. For
the last 5 years, Managing Director and Island Director of RBS International. Prior to that, he's worked in senior roles for a number of banks in the UK and internationally, including 12 years in the City of London. He'll contest the seat in Middle in September. He's 50. Lives right in the heart of the constituency in Glenvine. A banking career of over 34 years ending in high office, undoubtedly a magnificent pension. So why on earth do you want to go into politics?
I want to help, John. I mean, the island faces multiple challenges at the moment. The financial position is difficult. If we look at the population, we think it's declining and it's getting older. The demographics are really quite scary. And public services are struggling to meet people's expectations. So many people I've been talking to are critical of the government, sometimes with good reason, I think, but I've decided to stand. I think that's a constructive way forward, and that's why I'm standing to represent the people of Middle and Isle of Man.
So you think you can help? Do you think you will make a difference with your background?
I hope so. I've got, as you said, many years of business experience. 5.5 years here as Managing Director of Isle of Man Bank, and I've got an in-depth understanding of the economy and how it impacts on businesses and people. So I'll be using that insight to help meet the challenges that the island faces.
As a banker, do you have the solution to our pensions headache, the legacy headache in particular?
Yeah, I think I've been following the pensions deficit situation with interest. There are a number of different options. What I bring is decision making, and I think some of the frustrations that I and others have has been the lack of decisions that have been taken by this government, and postponing decisions in many cases actually just makes the problem bigger. So I'm looking to bring that decision making and professionalism to the government in the Isle of Man.
You're consulting Middle voters. You wish to take their views on board. So what goes into your manifesto? Will that depend on what they tell you, or do you come with set ideas?
Broadly, the manifesto is about 70% there. So what I'm looking to do is test those policies and take input from the constituents of the people of Middle, and that's what I'm doing at the moment, and I shall be publishing the manifesto in August. But please, I'd encourage people to come forward and engage with me. It's a very important election.
Is social media the right way for MHKs to keep in touch both with the world and with their constituents? You use it quite a bit, I've noticed.
Yes, I'm using social media. I think it's one of a number of channels. So last night I was out talking to people in Snugger Avenue and in the Strang. So some of them clearly use social media, others do not. So I think it is good to engage people in different ways.
You're a governor at Moran School. Your wife's a teacher. Education must feature quite a bit around the dining room table, mustn't it?
It does. It's very close to my heart.
So how important is it to the island?
I think it's really important. I'm so proud of my children who've been educated here at Moran and QE2 and Ballacameen, and I want all the children of the island to have the same standard of education that they've had and the same opportunities in life.
I think your son was on University Challenge.
He was. I'm very proud of him.
You talk about taking decisive and responsive approach. So if tough decisions are needed, would you not hesitate to take them?
Yeah, I've had to take tough decisions in business, and I think that goes with the territory, and that's one of the things we pay our MHKs to do, to take decisions. So I can do that, and that's one of the reasons I'm putting myself forward.
Just one thing, you're in favour of changing our abortion laws. I've noticed you've signed the petition.
Yes, I am. I was really shocked to hear that our abortion laws had fallen so far behind the UK and Ireland. It felt to me if it was almost a Victorian situation. So I'm keen that we fix that as soon as possible.
And targeted tourism, that's another phrase that you like to use.
Yes, absolutely.
So the Lighthouses Challenges, I think you were in. You got people over here. You think that's the sort of thing we should be doing?
Definitely. So I think we can grow on the existing TT, Manx Grand Prix coming up, but other specialist tourism. We've got so much to offer.
We should go for our target, aim our target and go for it, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. We've got a great thing to offer.